Hi everyone, this is Aziz once again from 10 Minute School, and I'm here today with a very interesting lesson. As you can see, which is already written on the board, it says phonetic alphabet, and this thing is going to help you out guys in different ways. Well, let's start. First, if you guys have got a pen and paper while watching this video, the first thing you can do is you can quickly write them. Well, by the time you write, let me discuss the pronunciation of all them phonetic alphabets. Let's start with the first one. Okay, here you go. Alpha, Bravo. If you focus a little bit, I haven't said Bravo, but I have said Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo. There is another one which is ECO, but that's a different one. But in here, you use ECHO, Echo, which is the reflection of sound. So it's going to be Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, Lima, Mike, November. I'm sorry if you concentrate a little bit. I've said November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-ray, Yankee, and Zulu. Well, in different parts of the world, some people also know them as customer care words, because these words are frequently being used by the people who work for different customer care departments. Anyway, fine. You know the pronunciation. If you repeat it or if you re-listen to that, concentrate on the pronunciation. Okay. Now, what's the application of all of them? The first thing, it's going to help you out in this way. It actually helps you to improve your pronunciation. Even I had a class with you guys on alphabets. If you watch that video once again, I told you that inside the mouth, we pronounce those alphabets from different corners. So what happens when you don't pronounce the alphabets properly? Certain parts inside the mouth are still unused. As a result, what happens when you deliver certain words, you can never deliver the way they should be delivered. So it's very important. Now, if you practice, then I can guarantee you, this is proved that once you practice them phonetic alphabet regularly, all different corners inside the mouth are used. So it helps you to improve your pronunciation. So listen to them pronunciation once again. I've just made them all for you. Well, now, why do you need them, guys? Okay, you know, in different parts of the world, people pronounce A, B, C, D in different ways. If you consider, even in our country, Bangladesh, some people say Z, some say Z. Some people say W, some people say W, people say A, people say A, some people say A. Very confusing. So what happens to pass an information very clearly? These phonetic alphabets are used. I'll just give you a little example. Look, this is a conversation between a lady who works for British Airways, and obviously this lady will definitely be talking with a proper British accent. Now, another lady, she may be from Vietnam. Now she calls this British lady at British Airways to book an airline ticket. Well, now just concentrate. This Vietnamese lady, she makes a phone call, and the British lady picks up the phone saying, "Hi there, this is Margaret from British Airways. How can I help?" Now, this Vietnamese lady, she goes, well, obviously, you know, she's going to talk with her own accent. So I'm just going to try a little bit of Vietnamese accent. I don't know whether I'll be performing up to the mark or not, but let me just try. Okay, and she goes like this, like, I need to book 2 tickets for tomorrow. Right, okay. And she again goes, well, ma'am, then you need to book 2 tickets for tomorrow. And she again goes like, I need 2 window side tickets. Okay, and she goes once again, well, ma'am, you need to book 2 tickets by the window. Is that right? And she goes, yes. Now, you know, nowadays, we actually, when you order a ticket on the phone, you can pay from your debit or credit card. And on the phone, your each and every detail is taken. They are written into the ticket, and that ticket is probably emailed to you, and you print it off and you can perform your journey with that. Now, that British lady needs that Vietnamese lady's name, and she asks her, what's your name, ma'am? Now she says, my name is Kim Long Nugent. And obviously, this name is not a very known one to that British lady. Now, she asks her the very next question, how do you spell your first name? Now, see, the way that Vietnamese lady pronounces her first name is very, very tough to be understood by the British lady. So what happens if the Vietnamese lady answers this way? Look, actually the name was Kim Long Nugent, and when the British lady asks, how do you spell your first name? Now, the Vietnamese lady goes, my name is Kilo. See, I have picked K for kilo from here. Right, my name is Kilo, India, Mike, Lima, Oscar, Alpha, Mike. See, instead, if she were trying to pronounce them alphabet literally, she would have had loads of difficulties, and possibly that British lady also wouldn't be able to understand what she actually was trying to say. Now, the British lady again goes, how do you spell your surname? And she answers, it's November, Echo, Uniform, Golf, Yankee, Echo, November, Echo. That's it. And in this way, the British lady picks her name. Right. So it becomes very easy. It's not only about it's not only for picking any name. It can be anything, because you see, people always pronounce these alphabets in different ways. So these phonetic alphabets are going to solve so many of your problems. Okay, so once again, always focus, practice them, and hopefully, definitely, if you practice them regularly at the very initial stage, like at least 15-20 minutes every single day for about a month, you're definitely going to improve your pronunciation, and it is going to help you out while you travel outside the country, because in most part of the world these phonetic alphabets are used. Okay, thank you very much. That's it. Hope you have liked it. Thanks a lot.